When we reach our 60s and beyond, the advice starts pouring in. Eat more protein to stay strong. Protein helps prevent muscle loss. Don't skip the meat. You need it more than ever. And for a while, it makes sense. We add an extra egg at breakfast, double the chicken at lunch, maybe a protein shake in the afternoon. Because we don't want to feel frail. We don't want to lose balance. We don't want to be dependent on anyone. But weeks pass, and then months. And some of us start noticing quiet signs. The belly feels heavier after eating. Energy dips more often. Lab results show higher creatinine or early signs of kidney strain. There's a lingering fatigue that wasn't there before, and we're left wondering, is the protein helping me, or is it doing the opposite? Here's the truth no one explained clearly enough. As we age, our need for protein doesn't go away, but our body's ability to process it changes. The kidneys, which once filtered with ease, now work more slowly. Our digestive enzymes are fewer. Hormonal shifts affect how we metabolize nutrients. And if we already have high blood pressure, diabetes, or early kidney concerns, the way we eat protein becomes even more important. So the real question isn't, should seniors eat protein? The answer is yes, absolutely. The real question is, which proteins nourish us without burdening our kidneys? And how much is truly enough? Because too little protein leads to weakness, muscle loss, and slower healing. But too much, or the wrong kind, can quietly accelerate decline, especially in organs that are already working overtime. This video isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to clarify, comfort, and empower. Because no, you don't have to give up protein. You just have to understand it better, so you can age with strength, clarity, and confidence. So how much protein is enough for someone in their 60s, 70s, or 80s? And how can we make sure our bodies actually absorb and use it? Let's explore that together in the next section. For many older adults, the problem isn't just what kind of protein to eat. It's not even about fear of eating too much. It's confusion, uncertainty. We hear conflicting messages. Don't eat too much meat. It harms your kidneys. You're losing muscle. Eat more protein. Protein shakes are good for you. Protein shakes are bad for your heart. 1 egg a day is too much. 1 egg a day keeps you strong. No wonder many seniors are stuck between fear and fatigue, unsure what to believe, and even more unsure what to put on their plate. So here's the clearest guidance we can offer, based on current science and respect for aging bodies. Most adults over 60 need about 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. That's more than when you were younger, but spread differently. Let's break it down. If you weigh 70 kilograms, about 154 pounds, you may need 70 to 84 grams of protein daily. But how you eat that protein matters more than you think. Most older adults eat the majority of their protein at dinner, while breakfast is often just toast, tea, or a piece of fruit. But as we age, our bodies don't store amino acids as efficiently. We need smaller, steady doses of protein throughout the day, not one large hit. Here's what that might look like. Breakfast, 15 to 20 grams, e.g., an egg plus Greek yogurt, a sprinkle of seeds. Lunch, 25 to 30 grams, e.g., grilled fish plus quinoa, vegetables. Dinner, 25 to 30 grams, e.g., tofu stir-fry or lean chicken, greens. Snack, 10 grams, e.g., a small handful of almonds or a cup of lentil soup. This kind of rhythm gives your muscles what they need without overwhelming your kidneys or digestive system. And here's the part most people overlook. It's not about more protein. It's about better timing and better variety. Because even a perfect portion of protein can go to waste if it's eaten alone, with no fiber, no hydration, and no movement to activate it. So how do you choose protein sources that support your strength, your kidneys, and your digestion all at once? That's what we'll uncover in the next part. The 5 best protein sources for seniors that don't overwork your kidneys. At this stage of life, what we eat matters just as much as how much we eat. You need protein sources that are clean, gentle, easy to digest, and don't leave your kidneys scrambling to filter out the excess. Let's walk through 5 of the best options, each with its own unique benefits, and none requiring extreme restriction or hard-to-find ingredients. 1. Tofu and fermented soy products, like tempeh or natto. Soy often gets a bad reputation, but in its traditional forms, it's one of the best proteins for aging bodies. Tofu is rich in plant-based protein, very low in saturated fat, and soft on the digestive system. Tempeh and natto, fermented soy, offer even more. They support gut health, improve nutrient absorption, and provide bone-friendly minerals like calcium and magnesium. Just 1 serving a day can support muscles without adding stress to your kidneys or heart. Best of all, it's affordable, versatile, and comforting. 2. Small, oily fish, like sardines, salmon, mackerel. Fish is often called the protein of longevity in Japanese diets, and for good reason. It's rich in high-quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and anti-inflammatory nutrients. But not all fish are created equal. For seniors, small oily fish are ideal because they're easier to digest, lower in mercury, packed with heart-friendly fats. Just 2 or 3 servings per week can help protect your muscles, your memory, and your kidneys. And if you don't like fish, even small canned sardines or mackerel in olive oil can be a gentle, nutritious choice. 3. Eggs. Nature's gentle, complete protein. Eggs contain all the essential amino acids you need without the heaviness of red meat. They're also easy to prepare, soft for those with dental issues, packed with nutrients like choline for brain health. For most older adults, 1 egg per day is perfectly safe, even with mild cholesterol concerns, especially if the rest of the diet is plant-based and low in sodium. Don't fear the egg. Instead, pair it with greens, avocado, or whole grains and let it nourish you from the inside out. 4. Fortified plant-based milks and yogurts. Dairy can be tricky for aging digestion, but fortified plant milks like soy milk or almond milk enriched with calcium and vitamin D can be a game changer. Look for unsweetened versions, at least 7 grams of protein per serving, added calcium and vitamin D. These are easy to mix into oatmeal, smoothies, or even soups, and offer a gentle way to get protein without overburdening your kidneys with animal fats. 5. Small portions of lean poultry, prepared the right way. You don't have to give up meat completely, but you do need to choose carefully. Skinless chicken breast, turkey, or home-cooked broths can give you protein without the sodium, preservatives, or heavy fats that come from deli meats and processed sausages. The secret? Cook simply. Boil, bake, or steam. Avoid added salt and sauces. Keep portions moderate, about the size of your palm. Just a few ounces a few times per week can help maintain your strength without exhausting your kidneys. Gentle reminder. Before we move on, the goal isn't perfection, it's wisdom. Choosing foods that respect your body's limits and still allow you to enjoy your meals. Next, we'll talk about the flip side. Which protein sources are quietly causing more harm than good after 60, and why it's time to let them go. There's a quiet truth that many of us discover too late in life. Not all protein is good protein, especially after 60. And while you might still feel fine eating certain foods now, your kidneys, heart, and digestive system may be carrying a silent burden you don't see until it becomes something you feel. Let's talk about the kinds of protein that do more harm than good in our later years, and why letting go of them is a gift of protection, not punishment. 1. Processed meats. Hidden salt, preservatives, and pressure on the kidneys. That slice of bacon, the deli turkey, the sausage you toss into your soup. They seem harmless, but under the surface, they're filled with sodium nitrates and nitrites, preservatives, excess salt, and saturated fats. Even in small amounts, these substances raise blood pressure, inflammation in the blood vessels, and most critically, increase the workload of your kidneys. And when consumed frequently, they've been linked to higher risk of chronic kidney disease, heart problems, and even certain cancers. For many older adults, giving up processed meats isn't a diet, it's a form of self-care. It's saying, I choose peace inside my body. 2. Red meats, especially fatty cuts and in large portions. We grew up in generations where steak was strength, where beef was celebration. But as we age, red meat becomes harder to break down. Its saturated fat content, iron load, and heavy protein density all mean more acid in the bloodstream, more work for the kidneys, and often more inflammation in joints and tissues. If you love beef, consider making it an occasional guest, not a daily resident. Stick to lean cuts, eat small portions, and always pair it with plenty of vegetables and water. Your body will thank you, quietly, over the long run. 3. Protein powders made for athletes, not elders. Here's a mistake many seniors unknowingly make. They pick up protein powders designed for young bodybuilders. But these supplements often contain excessive protein doses, artificial sweeteners, creatine, stimulants, and added chemicals. This can spike your kidney filtration rate unnaturally and cause digestive discomfort, dehydration, and elevated creatinine in blood tests, mistakenly seen as kidney disease. If you truly need a supplement, choose one designed for older adults, preferably plant-based, low in additives, and always taken with the approval of your doctor. 4. Fried or charred meats. Silent damage in every bite. High-temperature cooking methods like deep frying, grilling until blackened, or charring create compounds called AGs, advanced glycation end products. These accelerate cellular aging, inflammation, and kidney strain. What's worse, they dull the natural flavor of protein, forcing you to add more salt, sauce, and fat. Instead, try gentle cooking, steaming, slow cooking, baking at low temperatures, or simply boiling with herbs for flavor. You'll preserve nutrients and your organs. The deeper truth? These changes aren't about deprivation, they're about preservation. You're not giving up flavor. You're gaining energy, clarity, balance, and strength. And in the next part, we'll show you how to eat protein in a way that heals, not harms, your aging body. You already know what kinds of protein are helpful. But here's the missing piece, the one that makes all the difference. How you eat protein matters just as much as what you eat. In your 60s, 70s, and beyond, your digestive system has slowed, your kidneys work more gently, and your muscles need a little encouragement to use what you give them. So let's walk through 3 gentle but powerful principles that can turn each protein meal into real strength without stress or strain. 1. Space your protein. Don't load it all into one meal. Many older adults still follow the big dinner pattern. They'll have toast or cereal in the morning, something light at lunch, then a big portion of meat or fish at night. But science and lived experience tell us this backfires. Muscles need a steady stream of amino acids throughout the day to repair and grow. The kidneys, meanwhile, struggle with sudden, large loads of protein in one meal. The fix? Aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein in each major meal, not all at once. Include a small protein-rich snack, like nuts, Greek yogurt, or hummus, if needed. Don't skip breakfast protein. This can stabilize energy all day. Think of it like watering a plant. Too much all at once floods it. A little throughout the day, it thrives. 2. Always pair protein with plants. A mistake many make, eating protein alone. A boiled egg without greens, a chicken breast without fiber, a protein shake with no color or crunch. Here's the quiet danger. Protein eaten alone digests slower. It can strain kidneys due to higher nitrogen levels. It often causes constipation or sluggishness. But when you pair protein with leafy vegetables, colorful fruit, whole grains, and water, you create a balanced digestive environment. The kidneys have help flushing excess byproducts. The gut absorbs nutrients more gently, and the body feels energized, not heavy. So remember, protein plus plants equals protection. 3. Don't eat protein right before bed. Your body deserves rest at night, so do your kidneys. But if your dinner is late and protein heavy, your system stays active long after your mind wants to sleep. This can disrupt deep rest, lead to overnight bloating, and interfere with overnight repair processes. If you must eat dinner late, keep the portion smaller. Choose plant-based protein like tofu or legumes. Skip hard-to-digest meats or powders. Let your evening meal be gentle, warm, and calming. Bonus rule: stay hydrated. Protein metabolism produces urea and waste, which your kidneys flush out through urine. But that only works if you're drinking enough water. Even the best protein won't help if your body is dehydrated. Aim for sipping water throughout the day, herbal teas after meals, broths, soups, or water-rich fruits like cucumber, melon. It's a small habit, but it keeps your inner systems flowing smoothly. In our final part, we'll offer a healing reminder. You're not here to follow strict rules. You're here to nourish yourself with knowledge, kindness, and joy. Because growing older isn't about restriction. It's about becoming more in tune with what truly keeps you strong. Part 6, a gentle closing. You don't need to eat less. You need to eat smarter. If you've made it this far, let's pause for a quiet truth. You've likely spent most of your life feeding others, preparing meals for family, skipping protein so your children had more, choosing convenience over your own health because life was busy and your needs came last. But now, this chapter belongs to you. And the gift of this stage isn't perfection, it's permission. Permission to eat in a way that heals, not just fills. To nourish your body with food that says, I want to stay strong, not just to live longer, but to live better. Because after 60, every bite matters. Not because you should fear it, but because now, more than ever, your body deserves respect, simplicity, and care. You don't need to eat less. You just need to listen more deeply to your body's changing needs. Choose proteins that love you back. Space them kindly across the day. Pair them with plants, color, and water. Let go of the foods that once served you, but no longer do. And above all, eat slowly, consciously, joyfully. Because food isn't just nutrition, it's memory, it's celebration, it's survival, and now, it's self-love. Before we close, I'll leave you with this. The strongest people after 70 aren't those who eat the most protein. They're the ones who understand their bodies, who move gently, eat wisely, and protect the organs that have carried them for decades. You are not fragile. You are learning, and you are still growing. Every time you choose what serves your life, not your habits. Would you like to continue this journey with us? If this video has touched something in you, share your experience in the comments below. What's one small change you'll make after watching this? And don't forget to subscribe to Golden Pathways, where we honor aging not with fear, but with strength, softness, and the truth that it's never too late to care for yourself.